welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and if you're returning, welcome. You like my scarf? So I see this, I will leave it today. So guys, welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you for always coming back. This saying is actually a saying of one of my favorite YouTubers, Victoria Fash. She loves to say, thank you for always coming back. Not like I stole it, but then it just came to my mouth. Like I've been a follower, so somehow you begin to like talk like those that you follow, speak like them, dress like them, something like that. It just happens spontaneously. I didn't plan it. It has become part of me. I like to say thank you for always coming back. So guys, welcome to my channel. Today, on today's vlog, is it a vlog? Oh, today's vlog, yeah. I'll be talking about decluttering. I know I've not talked about decluttering since I've not really had a long recording on decluttering, and then it's actually part of the categories of what I'll be talking I'll be sharing on this channel. So, what is decluttering? I just want to give us a background. Let us start with something. Let us just have a background knowledge of what decluttering. Like I said earlier in one of my videos, if you have been following, I said that I already have an Instagram page on decluttering, where I talk about decluttering. I share decluttering tips, mental health, emotional wellness, everything that helps you to just live life and live life happy. I share on that page. And then I got to know about the word declutter in the year 2020. Yeah, so it was not a new word as at then, but to me it was a new word. It was the first time I was coming across that word decluttering. And then at that time, that word was just a definition of what I was going through at that point in my life, at that season of my life that I was in, and it was also the solution to what I was going through. It was just like the definition. I needed a word for my life in that season, and that was the word that dropped. It dropped, and it was just the exact definition of what I needed to do, the solution I needed to seek at that time. So that was where the word decluttering came from. I actually, background story again from where that word dropped. I joined an online training, so to speak, for 3 weeks during, if you remember, 2020 was lockdown here. The lockdown started late 2019, then started like February of 2020. So that year was a lot for me, and then I needed to just get myself. I was kind of lost, yes, in the middle of the whole thing, and so I just had to register for a course online, not like a course per se, acceleration intensive, yeah, by DDK, Developer Digital. It was a 3-week long intensive class, I tell you guys. And then I can remember that we talked about decluttering on the third lesson, if I'm not mistaken, the third day, or the third lesson, because it was a 21-day intensive. And then that was it for me. That was a tipping point for me, I tell you. It was just like the word I needed at that time. It just dropped. Yes, this is the word to what I was going through. This is the solution to what I was going through at that time. This is what I need to do. And now I carried that word to my chest. I cherished it. I loved it. Throughout the 21 days, it was just the decluttering for me. It was just the decluttering. I just wanted to declutter because I was in a phase of my life where I was choked. I needed space. I needed clarity. I was just so choked, and I wanted to breathe. I want to breathe. So when we had that lesson on the third day, it was just a light bulb moment, like she would always say for me. And then I was wild. I wanted to gain back my clarity. So I was just following. So that was where the word came out for me, decluttering. And since then, I've been pursuing that word. I want to learn about it. I want to tell people about it. I want to write about it. I want to share everything I know about it. I want to practice it. So here we are, living life, decluttering, or living life fulfilling that dream or that goal now. So I think you understand where that word is coming from now. So decluttering is basically, in simple English, I'll try to make you understand, it's just taking junk off your space. Taking junk off your unnecessary things that you do not need. Again, junk, rubbish. Just having an organized space so that you are orderly, you are organized, you are you're just on point, because sometimes I tell you, if you don't not have an organized space or state of things, you may be confused. You may not have clarity as to what to do next with the space, or what to do next at all with your time. But when you always take time to declutter, and then you just sit down and have a list of things that you want to do, how you want to do them, what time you want to do them, you are being intentional about about organizing your space and your environment. So it makes you better, it makes you happy about life, it makes you want to go forward. It's about to rain. If you notice a change in the weather, right, it's about to rain. So when we say taking junk off your space, what kind of space, you may want to ask me? It can actually be your mind space. I love to say mind space, your physical space, your digital space, anything at all, anything that has to do with your space at all, where you can just, a space is a place where you find comfort, where you just want to stay, you just want to breathe. So if anything at all is occupying that space, and it's not like healthy things that can help you grow at that point, you feel so choked, and you may not know how to move forward. So until you clear the space, clean it, sweep, it's just like you having a regular cleanup of a particular space, so that you can be healthy, so that you can live healthy. Just like your house, your room, if you don't tidy it or clean it in a day, in a week, you can begin to see dust around, and then you may not even like it until the place is clean. Then you just feel safe around it. Until your room is clean, and there are no clothes on the bed, or there are no pile of books on the table just scattered everywhere. So you just organize and arrange it, then you'll be like, wow, I love how my room looks like. So that's how it is when you have junk on your physical. I just gave an example of a physical space, your office space, to your workspace, your mind space. A lot of thoughts that you think, a lot of jammings in your mind, a lot of things that go through your mind that are not pure, that are not really healthy, can affect you, can make you to begin to have anxiety, panic attack, can make you depressed and not embrace yourself for who you are, can make you have limited mind or small-mindedness. You don't want to envision big things. So, and then the digital space is your space, like digitally, your phone, your system. You just have a lot of messages on WhatsApp, a lot of email that you need to delete, a lot of pictures that you do not even need. One copy is enough, but you have that same copy like 100 times, and you don't want to delete it. You have this thing of not always letting go of old things, and you don't want to let go. Maybe videos that you have watched again and again, you don't need them, remove them. All those kind of things, they continue to occupy your space, and then until you remember, you do not necessarily need these things. Some information that you get online that you just save on your phone space, that you don't necessarily, you know that you don't need them, but you just juggle these things together. You notice that it will begin to affect the effectiveness of your phone, and your phone will begin to lag, or maybe your system begin to lag because of the pile of rubbish that you have juggled together. So once you begin to sort them, okay, I need to trash this, I need to still keep this, I need to whatever thing that you want to do with any of those things at all, so that you can have space, and you can be healthy, and you can be happy, and you can be clear about what next you want to do with that space. So decluttering is like a lot. It's actually also connected to, it's as related to your mental health, because if you're not clearing your space, or if your space is not clear, if you don't have an organized space, it begins to affect you mentally, because you always think about it. How do I trash this thing? How do I get this thing out of the way? The fact that you're able to think about it and it's disturbing your peace of mind is beginning to affect your mental health. So you see, they're kind of related. So I will stop this video now, because it's really about to rain, and upon the lights that I have here, I tell you, everywhere is getting dark. Okay, thank you. Guys, okay, so we have more light now. So as I was saying, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Okay, so your mind space, basically. So if you have all those things, all those junk on your space, you may not gain clarity as to what to do. I left the mind space where, okay, so I'm on the digital space. So every of those things out of your way, out of your space, then you can actually breathe that well. Okay. Do you see? So decluttering is basically taking junks of your space so that you can live a happy and less cluttered life. So decluttering is like the opposite of clutters. Clutter, which is junk, rubbish, occupying a space, things that you do not necessarily need. Some things you do not necessarily, just occupying a space and taking that space away from you. You are not able to do something better with that space. So the next thing to do is to declutter, is to breathe, because you want to breathe. You need your sanity, I tell you, because this can really affect your sanity sometimes. And until it is cleared, until you have a clear space, then you would actually just want to breathe and live life and be happy. So I feel like I've laid a foundation, and from here I'll continue to talk about the decluttering, and then I'll continue to also share stories of my life where these things where this word came to play in my life and helped me, and until now we are here. So guys, because of the rain, I'm gonna edit this video like this. I just hope that I get to make it more brighter, because I mean, almost like there's the normal lights in the room, I have this table ring light, I have this smartphone ring light, and it's like this. But then guys, on this note, we come to the end of this video recording, and until next time, thank you. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and invite more people to the channel. Until next time, bye.